HM2-A. Dances are series of rhythmic and patterned bodily movements, usually performed to music. The history of dances and its further details will be presented in this next lecture. Let's all watch this.
Have a wonderful day, everyone. We are the Group 2. Today, we're going to tackle about the history of dances, its elements, and its genres. Did you know that dance or dances became significant in human culture since the earliest communities and civilizations? Well, with recorded evidences of dancing way back 30,000 years ago, it's just amazing to think about how long have dances existed and how people still love to dance. One of the important considerations in dancing is the style, also known as the dance genre. It is simply a certain type of dance. You have different kinds or styles of dancing, like ballet, modern dance, hip-hop, and diverse folk dances from around the world, such as flamenco, bhangra, and samba. Although there are hundreds of them, for simplicity, we categorize different types of dance into a few large groups. For example, in ballet, we have modern and contemporary dance. Sometimes, a single style of dance is fused with another style. Dance underwent significant innovation and evolution with the emergence of modern and contemporary styles. Since then, different dances have changed, merged, and evolved. However, it is important to remember that all dances are products of art created within a culture. So technically, every single type of dance is a folk dance, even ballet. Here is a list of 10 most popular types of dance. The first one is the ballet. Ballet is one of the world's most popular dance genres. Ballet dancers are renowned for their grace, flexibility, and athleticism, the combination of speed, strength, and agility. In dancing ballet, it requires a flexible body. So if you're planning to be a ballerina, your body should be flexible. It is often seen as a cultural dance, but it began as a European court dance which looked drastically different from the art form we know and love today. This widespread dance genre originated in Italy during the Renaissance and was introduced to the French court by Catherine de Medici, who is the wife of King Henry II. However, the popularity of ballet didn't really flourish until a century later. Nowadays, many companies are trending towards a more modern ballet, which mixes modern and contemporary dance with ballet technique. However, classical ballet techniques are still practiced around the world, such as Cecchetti, Italy. All the styles rely on the same basic ballet technique, but the aesthetic and the approach differ from one school to the next. There are a lot of world-famous ballet companies. One of them is the Paris Opera Ballet in France. So, let's proceed to the second one, the ballroom. Ballroom is a popular form of competitive dance or dance sport with competitions being held all over the world. I know all of us have seen people doing ballroom dancing, and we have seen that it's quite stressful. Ballroom dancing is a type of partner dance originating at the end of the 16th century in France, commonly used as a shorthand for any partner dance. Ballroom has two main subgenres, which are standard or smooth and Latin or rhythm. Dances within these categories include the waltz, tango, and foxtrot, as well as paso doble, bolero, and samba. With several categories to ballroom dancing, dancers require a versatile floor and large spaces enough to execute the actions necessary for this type of dance.
Contemporary dance developed during the mid-20th century. Contemporary dance is now one of the most popular and technical forms of dance studied and performed professionally, especially in US and Europe. Drawing on classical, modern, and jazz dance styles, contemporary dance has evolved to incorporate many characteristics of a broader range of dance forms. Known for its emphasis on strong torso and leg work, contract and release, fall and recovery, and floor work. It is often known for its unpredictable and disordered changes in speed and rhythm throughout the performance. Due to this, contemporary dancers require a shock-absorbing surface to protect their feet, legs, and ankles from rapid movements and changes in rhythm. Harlequin's innovative triple sandwich, Harlequin's activity sprung floor, can be coupled with several of our vinyl dance floors to create the ideal surface for contemporary dance. Hip hop dancing refers to a range of street dances that develop in relation to hip hop music and culture. Hip hop dancing dates back to the early 1970s in New York and California, evolving of funk and the development of breakbeat. Main styles of hip hop dancing include breaking, locking, and popping, with derivative styles emerging out of these including Memphis, joking, turfing, jerking, and cramping. These were often popularized and made mainstream after being featured in music videos of the time. Today, hip hop is performed outdoor spaces, in studios, and competitively. Unlike many competitive dance styles, hip hop is often improvisational with the dance crews challenging each other to dance battles. At Harlequin Floor, we have created Harlequin Freestyle, a specialist dance floor designed specifically to meet the unique demands of hip hop and other street dance styles. Jazz dancing has its own roots in 17th century African traditions brought to the America via the Atlantic slave trade as slaves. Continued dancing tradition in Brazil, the US, and elsewhere in the continents. Known for its improvisational and dramatic body movements, the jazz dancing grew in popularity in early 20th century. Jazz clubs. Today, jazz dancing builds on African American vernacular dance styles that emerged along with jazz music in the US. Swing, the, the Lindy Hop, the Shimmy, and the Charleston are popular kinds of jazz dances. For your jazz dances, our range of vinyl floors, including Harlequin Studio and Harlequin Allegro, offers ideal surfaces for practice and performance. Tap dancing is a type of percussive dance characterized by the tap of shoes hitting the floor as the person dances. Tap dancers often wear metal taps on the heel and toe of a shoe to accentuate the sound. Often performed as part of musical theater, tap dancing often focuses on choreography and formations, with more than one tap dancer performing at once. Tap dancing includes a range of dances including flamenco, rhythm, classical, Broadway, and postmodern tap. As a percussive dance style, tap dancers are looking to achieve a crisp, hollow sound to accentuate their performance. This unique characteristic of tap dancing requires a specialist floor for optimal performance. Harlequin Fiesta is an excellent choice of tap dance flooring for your dance studio and performance. Lay over a sprung flooring system such as Harlequin Flexity to protect your dancers' joints and allow them to perform with complete confidence.
Folk dance. Folk dancing is celebrated worldwide with people of different culture and religions, using various forms of folk dance to portray emotions, stories, historical events, or even aspects of daily life. Some well-known types of folk dance include Bharatanatyam in India, Samba in Brazil, and Hula in Hawaii. Some cultures may even perform multiple variations of folk dances, with countries like South Korea performing individual dances for key events such as victory in war, farming, music, and religion. Folk dances are commonly held at a public event where people can participate regardless of whether they are professional or complete beginners. Such dances are also accompanied with additional music to further enhance the cultural experience. Irish dance. Originating in Ireland, this form of traditional dance has been popular for hundreds of years amongst Irish people and other countries in worldwide. Popularized by shows such as River Dance, Irish dancing is famously known for its fabulous display of footwork and dance formation. Most Irish dancing events are traditionally accompanied by signing and music. During festivals, dances are held to showcase talents and compete for trophies or medals. Whilst most people may recognize Irish dancing as being a group performance, there are many well-known forms of solo Irish dances, such as the step dance. For Irish dance floor, for your studios or performance stage, consider our range of specialized sprung dance floors. Couples with a Harlequin vinyl floor such as Harlequin Standfast to create an excellent quality of floor for your Irish dancers. Modern dance, considered as being a broad genre of dance. Modern dance primarily arose from Western countries such as USA and Germany during the late 1900s, while most forms of dance are structured in featured set style. The purpose of modern dance is to rely on the dancer's interpretation of the music and feelings to guide movements. Modern dance was initially born out to dislike for the limitation for traditional dances such as ballet, which often oppress dancers to rigid rules and techniques. Currently, modern dance is enjoyed across the world, with participants having the ability to practice ballet dancing without having to place strict focus on their techniques or turnout. Instead, dancer can choose a piece of music and use unconventional movements to convey emotion or to tell a meaningful story. Swing is a variation of jazz dance which developed between the 1920s to the 1940s as a response to the growing popularities of swing jazz in America. With the evolution of the music that occurred during the jazz era, dance also began to change with the likes to swing music, encouraging faster, more rigorous movement. Popular form of a swing dance includes the Lindy Charleston, the Jitterbug, Lindy Hop, and the Balboa, many of which are still performed today. Swing dancing would commonly be accompanied by big band musicians who often played upbeat melodies which were smooth and easy to listen. Swing dancers will feel at home in our range of vinyl dance floor. Similar to jazz swing, dancers can create beautiful performance in vinyl range of vinyl floors such as Harley Quinn Reversible Pro with a high performance, slip resistant surface to protect your dancers.
Before the Spanish arrived, there are more 7,000 islands were home to a variety of tribes, each with its own rituals and dances. The Egora tribes thrive in a mountain of Luzon, and a few of them still survive there after successfully resisting the Spanish colonizations. Dances in the region were deeply rooted in indigenous cultures and traditions, and these dances were often performed as part of religious ceremonies, celebrations, and storytelling. They were characterized by intricate footwork, vibrant costumes, and the rhythmic music created by drums, flutes, and other tradition instruments. And each dance held a significant meaning, reflecting the beliefs, history, and values of the indigenous communities. The dances were a way to honor nature, ancestors, and important events in the community. Voyage to Mindanao. The 12th century traders and seafarers arrived in the Philippines before the Spanish, introducing the Islamic faith to Mindanao. The locals in the southern region embraced Islam, blending it into their culture. Moro dances, characterized by vibrant costumes and symbolic movements, reflect the influence of their faith and surroundings. And as you can see, the female dancers adorn jeweled studded outfits, while the male dancers wield their swords and shields. Their performances shows the nature, using the graceful arm gestures and accompanied by the melodious colintangongs. And despite the Spanish colonization, the Moros, like Igorots, preserved their dances, showcasing their resilience and cultural richness.
So during the typical Spanish elite, the Philippines was deeply influenced by nearly 400 years of Spanish colonization, which shaped many aspects of its culture. The Spanish settlers introduced Catholicism, fashion, and dances to the islands. The Barong Tagalog and the Terno, traditional Filipino attire, were inspired by Spanish clothing but adapted for its tropical climate. Filipinos elites also created their versions of European dances like the jotas, frandangos, mazorcas, and waltz, which were performed to the music of randolia. During the time of Spanish colonization in the Philippines, Filipinos would often showcase their social status and unique identity through traditional dances with Spanish influences. These dances were commonly known as Maria Clara. This new style of dances was named Maria Clara after the tragic character of Jose Rizal novel No Limitang Hero. Barrio Fiesta. After toiling in the rice paddies, countryside farmers would gather to sing and dance. These dances revolve around every item such as glasses, candles, benches, hats, and bamboo poles. Because of the dances or celebrations, they are often referred to as Barrio Fiesta, one of the more complicated dances in Pandango sa Ilaw, meaning dance of lights, which imitates wandering fireflies. To accomplish the illusions, women delicately balance three tinghoy or oil lamps or in their heads and palms. The national dance, which is tinikling. The term translates to be performed like tinikling, which is a local bird in the Visayas Island under the rail bird species. The dance originated in Leyte. It was created in a likeness of how the tinikling birds walk, jump, and branches, as well as the dodge shrubs set by the farmers with the long steel-like legs. There are many tall tales about the origins of the dance. One story is the Filipino farm workers who displeased their Spanish masters had their feet smashed with the two bamboo poles. With the poles were apart, the workers would jump out of the way to avoid getting hurt. Thereby, the dance was born.
Hi everyone, so my name is Jasmine Linipua, and to continue my topic, we will now move on to the Philippine folk dances. The Philippine folk dances, with its rich history and cultural diversity, boast a wide array of traditional folk dance. These folk dances not only represent the vibrant and diverse culture of the country, but also serves as a means to preserve and promote its heritage. Throughout the years, folk dances have been passed down from generation to generation, showcasing the Philippines' distinct regional identities and tradition. In this topic, we will explore 20 of the most popular folk dances here in the Philippines, categorized into three main groups based on the country's three primary island groups named the Luzon, the Visayas, and the Mindanao. Additionally, we will touch on the role of dance, companies, and schools in preserving these art forms and highlight some of the most prominent Philippine folk dances festival. So here are the most popular Philippine folk dances. We will now tackle on the first, the tinikling. Tinikling is a traditional Philippine dance that originated in the central Visayan island of the Philippines, particularly in Leyte, an island in the Visayas province. So the dance is inspired by the movement of the tickling bird as it dodges bamboo traps set by rice farmers. So this famous dance mimics the movement of the tickling bird as dancers skillfully navigate between bamboo poles that are rhythmically tapped together. Now, another popular Philippine folk dance is the Cariñosa. Well, the Cariñosa is a traditional Philippine folk dance that is originated in Panay Island and was introduced by the Spaniards during their colonization of the Philippines. It is closely associated with the island of Panay and the Visayas region in general. The dance represents the courting phase of a romantic relationship and is often referred to as the dance of love. Cariñosa is part of the Maria Clara suite of Philippines folk dances where the fan of a handkerchief plays an instrumental role.
Binasuan is a Filipino folk dance in which the performer holds full wine glass in each hand while performing balancing tricks. Binasuan originated in Bayambang, Pangasinan, a province on an island called Luzon. Also, the Binasuan is a popular festive event such as weddings. Pandango sa Ilaw is a Philippine folk dance which has become popular in the rural areas of the Philippines. The dance evolved from fandango, a Spanish folk dance which arrived in the Philippines during the Hispanic period. This particular pandango involves the presence of three oil lamps balanced on the head and the back of each hand.
So, maglalak dance is a unique dance where male performers wear coconut shells on their bodies, creating rhythmic sounds as they depict the battle between Christian and Muslim. So, its origin, the name of the dance came from the word latik maker from Latik. It is originated in Binyan, Laguna. The indigenous Magalatic dance of the Philippines mimics the battle between the Muslim, Moro tribes and Christians, and it is usually performed during festivals. And now here's the Rigodon. So, the Rigodon, inspired by Spanish influence, Rigodon is an elegant dance typically performed at formal events and features complex patterns and turns. Its origin. So, the Rigodon or the Rigodon de Honor is a traditional formal dance from the Philippines, evolved from dances brought to the Pacific Islands by the Spanish settlers in 16th century. And now here's the La Juta Muncadina, a fusion of Spanish and Filipino dance. La Juta Muncadina incorporates castanets, bamboo poles, and intricate footwork. So its origin, the Juta Muncadina was adapted from an old Spanish dance. It is a combination of Spanish and Ilocano dance set to Spanish music and castanets. A more solemn version of the dance is sometimes used to accompany a funeral procession, but it was also performed at the festivals. And now we go to the Kuratsa. So Kuratsa is a traditional Philippine folk dance that originated in the Visayan region and is influenced by the Spanish colonization. It is a dance of courtship and is deeply ingrained in the romantic traditions of the Visayan people. So the dance reflects the diverse cultural history of the Philippines and is played during weddings, festivals, and communal celebration. So the dance is performed by a pair, typically a man and a woman, dancers. Representing a courtship ritual, the dance is characterized by graceful turns, hops, and swaying movements accompanied by intricate footwork and syncopated rhythms. So the music, with its lively and upbeat atmosphere, is played using traditional instruments such as the bandurria, the guitar, the tambourine, and the drums. Traditional costumes used in the Kuratsa dance showcase traditional Filipino attire. So the female dancer wears a colorful flowing dress attire called the Filipiniana, adorned with intricate embroidery, while the male dancers wears a barong Tagalog, a formal shirt for males.
And for the Visayas areas, we have Visayas folk dances. Number one, Kuracha is a traditional Philippine folk dance that originated in the Visayan region and is influenced by Spanish colonization. It is a dance of courtship and is deeply ingrained in the romantic traditions of the Visayan people. The dance reflects the diverse cultural history of the Philippines and is played during weddings, fiestas, and communal celebrations. The dance is performed by a pair, typically a male and a female dancer, representing a courtship ritual. The second is a sinulog. It is a significant cultural and religious event that takes place annually on the third Sunday of January in Cebu City, Philippines. It serves as a tribute to the Santo Niño, or Holy Child, the patron saint of the city. The festival features a grand parade with participants dressed in colorful costumes, dancing to the beat of drums and native gongs. The third one is Itik Itik. It's popular among the Visayans in the province of Surigao del Norte in the Visayas region of the Philippines. It has many variations of steps from which the dancers choose and combine. The dance imitates the movements of a dog with short, choppy steps and splashing water on its back to attract a mate. The Itik Itik is believed to have originated from the dance called Sebay, which came from neighboring Visayan islands. The fourth one is Pantomina. It's a traditional folk dance that is popular in the Bicol region of the Philippines, including the northern part of Samar. It is traditionally performed during wedding festivities by the couple and their visitors. The dance is still very popular in the Bicol region and is often associated with the Bicol Express and Mayan volcano. During the dance, musicians sometimes pause to allow the dancers to wipe their perspiration, which can become a playful and flirty moment, especially when the male dancer offers his handkerchief to the female dancer. The last one is the Aklanon. It's a traditional dance originated from Aklan, a province in the Western Visayas region of the Philippines. These dances reflect the rich cultural heritage and traditions of the Aklan people. Here are a few notable Aklan folk dances: the Kuratsa, Inagong, Linapit, and Buling-Buling. These dances not only entertain but also serve as a testament to the rich cultural heritage of Aklan province. We hope you've enjoyed this exploration of Aklanon culture through their traditional folk dances.
Mindanao folk dances. The first one is Singkil. It's a mesmerizing dance that tells the story of a Maranao princess and her suitor, featuring precise footwork as dancers gracefully avoid clashing bamboo poles. Singkil is an ethnic dance of the Philippines that has its origin in the Mindanao people lake of Lanao, a Mindanao Muslim ethno-linguistic group. The dance is widely recognized today as the royal dance of prince and princess weaving in and out of crisscross bamboo poles clad in syncopated rhythm, where the man manipulates a sword and shield, and the woman gracefully twirls a pair of pants. The dance takes its name from the belt accessory worn on the ankles of the Maranao princess. A kulintang and agong ensemble always accompanies the dance. Singkil has evolved over time, with its significant reinterpretations and changes introduced by the Bayanihan folk dances group, such as the incorporation of the elements from the Darangan epic, particularly the episodes involve Prince Bantungan and Princess Gandingan. The second one is the Kini Kini, also known as the Royal Walk. Kini Kini showcases the elegance and poise of Maranao women as they gracefully move while balancing ornate fans or scarves. Kini Kini represents the sophisticated women of the Royal Maranao. Movements and shapes of their work and walk are very articulate, and their scarves represent their fluidity and grace. Their grace is characteristic of their good education. 3 is Kapa Malong Malong, a versatile dance that highlights the various ways a malong and a traditional tubular garment can be worn and used. The Kapa Malong Malong is a Muslim-influenced dance. The sarong is a pantubong costume, and dance essentially shows the many ways that can get tired. There are also versions of the men and women that dance because they wear malongs in different ways. Kapa Malong Malong, also called Sambi Samalong, is a dance that originates the Maranao tribes of Philippines and in the Mindanao of the Philippines. The dance shows the many ways of wearing a malong, a simple tubular yet highly functional piece of cloth. The malong is a traditional tube skirt made of hand-woven and sometimes machine-made, multicolored cotton cloth bearing a variety of geometric and ochre designs. A term used in geometric and flowing designs. The design of malong is akin to the sarong worn by peoples of Malaysia, Brunei, Darussalam, and Indonesia. The malong is traditionally used as a garment in numerous other tribes in the southern Philippines and the smaller Sulu in archipelago in the Philippines. Pangalay. The fourth one is Pangalay, a traditional dance of Tausug people characterized by intricate and hand and arm movement resembling the flow of water and the grace of birds in flight. Fingernail dance is the sobriquet given to a Southeast Asian dance known as Pangalay. This traditional dance is said to have originated in Sulu Islands located in the Philippines and is said to have been created in the Tausug people. Apparently, this dance is said to be extremely similar to the classic Balinese and Thai dances. Furthermore, this dance is comprises of another version of referred to as pakiring. This dance style is supposedly based on pre-Islamic and Buddhist concept related to male and female celestial agents. According to the Sanskrit language, Pangalay means temple of dance. This dance is also said to have been created by people belonging to the Tausug community. In terms, technique of this dance is also similar in its Japanese and Thai form of dancing, and is also said to possess elements belong to a form of Southeast Asian martial arts as Kung Tao Silat. In addition, this dance is performed mainly during weddings and other festive occasions. There are two alternate versions of this dance, and they include the Pangasik, which is performed mainly by males and Sikhs, and the other one is Pangilok, which is performed by both males and females.
Sagayan, a warrior dance performed by Maguindanao and Maranao tribes. Sagayan showcases fierce movement and brandishing of weapons such as the kampilan or sword and kalasag or shield. Sagayan dance is a traditional Filipino dance originating from the Maranao people of Mindanao, Philippines. It is characterized by its dynamic and vigorous movements, often depicting scenes of warfare or hunting. The dance is usually performed by men and it involves intricate footwork, exaggerated arm movements, and the use of props such as swords or shields. The music accompanying Sagayan dances is a typically percussive and rhythmic featuring instruments such as the gongs, the set of large hanging gongs, the bakan, a single-headed drum, and kulintang, a set of small horizontally laid gongs. These instruments produce a driving beat that complements the energetic movements of the dancers and enhances the overall intensity of the performance. There are various regional versions of Sagayan dance, each with its own unique choreography and musical accompaniment. Despite the variations, the essence of Sagayan dance remains rooted in showcasing the strength, bravery, and martial powers of the performers, making it a captivating and culturally significant art form in the Philippines. Next one is Dugso. It is a ceremonial dance of the Manobo Higaonon and Talaandig tribes. Dugso is performed to please the deities seeking protection and bountiful harvest. The dance is characterized by rhythmic, stomping, and jumping. Dugso is a traditional Philippine tribal dance originating from the Manobo people of the Bukidnon province in Mindanao. It's a celebratory dance performed during important occasions like harvest festivals, weddings, and other community gatherings. Dugso is characterized by its lively and rhythmic movements, often depicting themes related to nature, agriculture, courtship, and daily life. The music accompanying Dugso is typically percussion-based, featuring indigenous instruments like gongs, drums, and bamboo instruments such as the kubing, or a type of jaw harp, the bamboo buzzers. These instruments produce rhythmic beats and melodies that complement the dancers' movements, creating an immersive and energetic atmosphere. Dugso music is deeply intertwined with the culture heritage of the Manobo people and serve as the means of preserving and transmitting their traditions from generation to generation. It reflects their connection to nature, community bonds, and the rhythms of the rural life in the Philippines highland. And now let's proceed to the role of dance companies and schools. Several dance companies and schools in the Philippines are dedicated to preserving and promoting traditional folk dances. Some of the most notable institutions includes we have the Bayanihan Dance Company. The Bayanihan Dance Company is re-owned, a cultural institution in the Philippines known internationally for its preservation and promotion of Philippine folk dances and music. It was founded by 1957 by Helena C. Benitez and is considered the country's national folk dance company. The word Bayanihan itself comes from the Filipino concept of community unity and cooperation, where members of the community come together to help one another, particularly in moving houses. This spirit of Bayanihan is reflected in the company mission to showcase the diversity and riches the Philippine culture through dance. The Bayanihan Dance Company performs a wide range of traditional Philippine dances from various regions of the country, representing the unique cultural heritage of each locality. These dances include the tinikling, singkil, pandango sa ilaw, and many others, each of its own distinct movement, costumes, and musical accompaniment. Through its performances, both locally and internationally, the Bayanihan Dance Company has played a significant role in promoting Philippine culture on the global stage. It has received numerous awards and accolades for contributions to preservation and presentation of the Philippine folk tradition, and its performances serve as a source of pride for Filipinos both at home and abroad. We have a Ramon Obusan Folkloric Group. The Ramon Obusan Folkloric Group is another prominent cultural institution in the Philippines dedicated to preserving and promoting traditional Filipino folk dances and music. It was founded by the late Ramon A. Obusan, a respected dancer, choreographer, and cultural advocate. The group was established in 1972 with the goal of researching, documenting, and showcasing the diverse folk traditions of the Philippines, particularly through dance and music. Ramon Ibusan and his team traveled intensively throughout the country to study various regional dances, costumes, rituals, and music, aiming to preserve and present these cultural treasures to both local and international audiences. Similar to Bayanihan Dance Company, the Ramon Obusan Folkloric Group performs a wide repertoire of the Philippines folk dances, each representing the unique cultural heritage of the different region in the country. These dances range from ceremonial rituals to celebratory performances, showcasing the rich tapestry of Philippine culture. Ramon Obusan's approach to folkloric presentation was deeply rooted in authenticity and artistic excellence. He paid meticulous attention to details such as costumes, choreography, and music arrangements, ensuring that each performance accurately represented the cultural context from which the dances originated. Throughout its existence, the Monobusan Folkloric Group has received widespread acclaim for its dedication to preserving Philippine cultural heritage and its captivating performances that evoke the spirit and traditions of the Filipino people. Even after Ramon Abusan's passing in 2006, his legacy continues to inspire generations of artists and cultural enthusiasts in the Philippines and beyond. Next, we have the Philippine Barangay Folk Dance Troupe. Is an esteemed cultural ensemble dedicated to promoting Philippine folk dance and music. The term barangay refers to the smallest administrative division in the Philippines taken to a village or district, emphasizing the group's focus on local community traditions. Founded in 1990, the Philippine Barangay Folk Dance Troupe has showcased a diverse range of traditional Filipino dances, highlighting the rich cultural heritage of different regions throughout the country. The ensemble is compressed of talented dancers, musicians, and cultural advocates who collaborates to preserve, research, and present authentic rendition of Philippine folk dances. Similar to other folk dance groups in the Philippines, the Barangay Folk Dance Troupe performs a wide repertoire of traditional dances, each reflecting the unique costumes, rituals, and traditions of specific regions or ethnic groups. This performance often incorporates colorful costumes, intricate choreography, and living music, providing audience with a vibrant and immersive experience of Philippine culture. Through their performances, workshops, and educational initiatives, the Philippine Barangay Folk Dance Troupe plays a vital role in promoting cultural appreciation and understanding both within the Philippines and internationally. They contribute to the preservation of Philippine heritage while also fostering pride and appreciation for the diverse traditions that make up the cultural tapestry of the Philippines.
Sayaw at Tapio na Bangko, which literally translates to dance on top of a bench, or in other terms, sayaw sa bangko. It is a dance which originated from Pangasinan and researched by Jovita Saison. It is performed by a couple on a narrow bench, inching and hopping from one end to another. Dancers show skills in staying up in the bench as they exchange places by moving their way around or the girl thrown in the air, while the boy moves to the other end. They do not compete, but rather they complement each other so no one falls. It is usually performed during town fiestas. Pulkabal. The history of Pulkabal, the dance got its name from two popular dances in the late 80s, the polka and vals, also known as waltz. Though the vals is mentioned in the name of this dance, there is no single waltz step used in the dance. The steps of this dance are identified as the luksong uwak or the jumping crow, wagayway or fluttering, hardin or garden, puntay takon or heels and toe, corrida or bullfight, paseo or leisurely walk, ensayo or like practice, contraganza, hop cross, and the contraganza double hop cross. Habanera Botolena. The history of Habanera Botolena is a dance that got its start in Cuba. It is a mix of Cuban, Spanish, and African rhythm and dance moves.
Cordillera dances. Dances reflects rituals Spaniards or other which celebrate their foreigners' daily lives. Buntok, Ifugao, Benguet, Apayo, and Kalinga tribes. A people whose way of life existed long before any. A good foot on the harvest, health, peace, Philippines war, and other. Gongs and ganzas were symbols of living. Comic dance. Kinoton is a comic dance from Ilocos Sur. It depicts the movement of a person bitten by ants. Conclusion. Nowadays, there are many Filipinos that depend on folk dance. They want to return the traditional heritage of our ancestors. Folk dance is one of the most important thing in our traditional. because it helped the traditional way to improve and promote the country. The development of folk dance helped a lot to enhance the characteristics of our culture and our difference from other countries since it projects the true Filipino in us.
Prominent Philippine Folk Dance Festival. As we all know, Philippine folk dances are often showcased during local festivals, attracting both domestic and international tourists. Some of the most famous folk dance festivals in the country are Kadayawan Festival, which is held in Davao City, celebrates the city's cultural heritage and showcases various traditional dances. Second is the Pahiyas Festival. The colorful festival in Lukban, Quezon features a variety of folk dances as part of the festivities to honor San Isidro Labrador, the patron saints of farmers. Lastly is the Panagbenga Festival, also known as the Baguio Flower Festival, highlights their rich culture heritage and their traditional dances. One of the most significant aspects of our culture is folk dance, which helps to advance and promote the nation's traditions. As folk dance represents the authentic Filipino, it also contributes significantly to enhancing the qualities that set our culture apart from other nations. So let us enjoy and love the culture that we have by nurturing these different kinds of folk dances that our nation only have.
So let's answer the frequently asked questions. So what is the national dance of the Philippines? Cariñosa is considered the national dance of the Philippines. It is a demure kerchief dance that uses fans and handkerchief as props.
So what are the three main island groups in the Philippines? So the three main island groups in the Philippines are Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. But some references that the three main island groups in the Philippines are Luzon, Panay, and Mindanao. Luzon was derived from the both Tagalog and Kapampangan word lusong, which means to plunge, to ride the wind of current, and the land below the wind. Visayas was derived from the Sanskrit word Siri Vihaya. Siri means furniture, prosperous or happy, while Vihaya means victorious. Panay was derived from Hiligaynon language, which means mouth of the river. Mindanao was derived from the phrase Amin Danao Dini, which means the earth a lake.
What is the significance of the Philippine folk dances? Philippine folk dances are significant because they showcase the diverse culture and rich history of the country. They also play a vital role in preserving and promoting the country's unique cultural heritage.
How can I learn a Philippine folk dances? You can learn the Philippine folk dances by joining a vocal dance group or enrolling a dance school that offers folk dances classes. You can also watch online tutorials or attend workshops and festivals where these dances are showcased.
What is the attire for the Philippine folk dances? The attire for the Philippine folk dances varies depending on the specific dance and region. However, some common elements include the Barong Tagalog for men, the Bratansayo for women, respectively, as well as the use of traditional accessories like the fans, handkerchief, and the malongs.
Are there any competition or events dedicated to Philippine folk dances? Yes, there are numerous competitions and events that celebrate Philippine folk dances. These events can be found regional and national level, with participants showcasing their skills and knowledge. Traditional dances example include the Sayaw Pinoy National Dance Competition and annual Philippine Folk Dances Festival.
What is the role of the dance companies in school in preserving Philippine folk dances?
Dance companies and schools play a crucial roles in preserving and promoting Philippine folk dances by teaching and showcasing their art forms and new generations. They help to ensure that traditional dances and cultural heritage they present to continue to thrive in modern times.
Thank you, and I hope you learned something about our topic. Once again, this has been the Group 2. Take care and be well.
Ipanumpa kong ditikabian ug pagahuktan ko ang tanan. Ipanumpa kong di gyud ko mubuhi ang kinabuhi ko kanino lang. Kanino lang. Saksi ang langit sa mga mata ko nga di gyud kapuyon ug ang akong dughan kanunay ngalan mo lang ang sampito. Lugi ko magduha-duha og tikang kung mahulog ka andam kung mahulog uban di sana sa kadadon nining panahon. Ipanumpa kong ditikabian o pagahuktan ko ang tanan. Ipanumpa kong di ko mabuhi ang kinabuhi ko kanino lang. Kanino lang. Ako ang galangpan, ako imong tamin o ginagiban, luyo nining tanan. O kung may klaro man ang kalibutan, di ko magduha-duha o tigang kung mahulog ka andam kung mahulog uban sana sa
Thank you, Group 2 from BSHM 2-8. The history of film and camera angles, movements, and shots will be the next two topics to be explained. When we come back after the break, stay tuned.
dagat sa sinigo. Mana slip pagana kana pagana. Buwa lagi muti do buwa. Tiga teksturnya loh. Kung sige ngon sir, yung di pabot ang diri. Ko ulit sa cake daw. Cake of manok. Una may manok diri. Gula ang susi. Bakit ka kagit? Bakit niya kita? Thank you so much, Miss.